You're listening to another edition of Arrowhead Audio. We're glad you're here.
You're listening to Arrowhead Audio from Kickapoo High School's Chief TV Media Department in Springfield, Missouri. Chief TV Network is a nonprofit public educational organization whose mission is to train students for career in communications. Arrowhead Audio was started by Mr. Tony Loudis in 1981 to train students in audio broadcasting techniques and has been proudly continued under the direction of his son, Mr. Kyle Loudis, since 2008. Thousands of Chief TV students have hosted the show and hundreds of thousands have listened over the years. You can find Kickapoo Chief TV on YouTube and Spotify right now. Now, back to the show. I'm McGregor, and this is Arrowhead Audio Soundtrack of My Life Edition. Our first song up is I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, which was officially published in the UK in February of 2006 and included a free sticker as a part of the single, which, due to the stringent laws in the UK, made it unable to qualify for their singles charts. In October of 2006, it was re-released in the UK, quickly making the top 40s of all singles, and when it was sent over to the US, it got censored almost immediately for radio usage due to language used throughout.
Oh, well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter. Yes, but what a shame the poor groom's bride is all.
Arrowhead Audio.
I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of closing the door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of voice and rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing the door? No, much better to face these kinds of things.
This next song, which is the theme song of the Cars movie, holds a very special place in my heart, as when I was a child, I loved the movie Cars, to, as my mother described, a scary degree, but I don't really recall too much. So next up, I present to you Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts, released in 2006.
If you're going my way, well, I want to drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around. I love you now like I loved you then. This is the road and these are the hands. From Mozambique to those Memphis nights, the Khyber Pass to Vancouver's lights, and knock me down and back up again. You're in my blood, I'm not a lonely man.
My first real obsession in love started in my toddler years, as I was obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine and trains, which I still like and I still think they're cool, but less of an obsession than before. This theme song, which could be called the anthem for me, has been parodied and rewritten for ages, but I remember the original best. So, up next is the original Thomas the Tank Engine theme song made by Mike O'Donnell and Junior Campbell in 1983.
Arrowhead Audio.
Upcoming is a theme song to a popular Disney show, Phineas and Ferb, which I love very dearly. I wasn't the only person in my family who loves it, though. My parents loved it as well, and we used to watch it together every time a new episode came out, or just when we were feeling like we wanted to. And my mother, she used to sing this song to me when I went to bed. So next up is the theme song to Phineas and Ferb, Today is Going to Be a Great Day, by Bowling for Soup, released officially in 2009.
Is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket or fighting a mummy or climbing up the Eiffel
Arrowhead
Tower.
Audio.
Discovering something that doesn't exist or giving a monkey a shower. Surfing tidal waves, creating nanobots, or locating Frankenstein's brain. Finding a dodo bird, painting a continent, or driving a...
As I started to get closer to being a teenager, and this would be early tween years, like around 10, I kind of lost interest in music and would listen to whatever my family was playing without much care. And not to say I didn't enjoy music. I didn't have much of a preference, and I would listen to whatever. And my mom is a big Queen fan, so we listened to Queen. And up next is Queen's arguably biggest hit, Bohemian Rhapsody, released in 1975.
I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy, 'cause I'm easy come.
Arrowhead
easy
Audio.
go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me.
Queen is just great, isn't it? Quite a few people would agree with that statement I have just made. And I do too, of course. Now, around this time, I finally started caring more about music, and Queen is one of my favorites. I would constantly be listening to it, and my favorite one is Up Next. Another one, Bites the Dust, made by Queen in 1980.
I'm satisfied, all I can is stand the heat. I'm down with the bullets forever. To the sound of the beat, look out. Another one bites the dust.
Arrowhead Audio.
Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Around the end of my freshman year, I started to get very depressed, and I gravitated towards more mellowed music. And around this point, a song I hold near and dear to my heart was released. Which, funny story, I found out later by hearing it, this next song is a cover of a Japanese song made by a band called Ina Bakumori. Next up is Lag Train, covered by Will Stetson, released in 2022.
Oh, not again, now the train's gone and left, and the city's too far to walk till the end. While I can't call to mind all the words, if I try, I find to pocket them,
Arrowhead
keep
Audio.
them all alive. Wait through the night as my lungs burn inside, as I think through the day that never subsides. If I can't call to mind all the words or the lines, I'll try to ride the train wherever it will go tonight.
Calling back to my previous remark about my freshman year, that angst back then really didn't let up until very recently. And this song, which I randomly had stumbled upon, became a constant listen during this time frame. So up next is an amazing song, Dreamin' Sweet C Major, made by Miracle Musical in 2012, a part of their most popular and only album, Hawaii Part 2.
Arrowhead Audio.
Sounds like the goddess who promises endless apologies of paradise. And only she can make it right. So things are different tonight.
Now, I have never personally been to a party before, but if I was to go as a DJ, this song would be a must-have in the rotation. This song, while technically a cover also appearing in a movie, is in my opinion a much better version and overall better usage than its original use and purpose in the movie Footloose. So, next up is Holding Out for a Hero, sung by Jennifer
C minor.
Saunders
Put it in C minor.
as a part of Shrek 2 in 2004.
Good men go the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds. Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need.
Arrowhead Audio.
I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light.
Our last song of the day, while of course is very special to me, can ultimately be replaced with a plethora of other songs, all of which are in Japanese, which I am learning. I'm not very good at it, as I don't really practice, but I chose this one as I have heard multiple covers and recreations either by others or even the original artist, and I have listened to it like nobody's business. It used to be in my top 5 songs I listened to for a very long time. And our last song of this radio session is Overdose by Notori, released as a part of the album Theater in 2023.
Arrowhead Audio.
本当に分かってるいけないことだったって勝ってる多分時間だけが過ぎてくもん通り見していく裸になってしまうだけ、きっと溜まってくんだずっと終わってしまえばふと傷んで腐ってく甘い果実ように僕は壊れていく狂ってるって線忘れちゃ